Welcome, students. Today we are going to cover another chapter from your book named as How to Take Job Interview, written by Wahidullah. Now, if you see the title of the chapter is very clear. It is going to guide us about the interview, that what is basically interview or how to give an interview. Let's come towards the content. In the current chapter, we will learn what is an interview, what are different types of interviews, what are the strategies for successful interviews, how to perform well in the interview, and about the first impression effect. तो हम इस चैप्टर में क्या बेसिकली लर्न करेंगे कि इंटरव्यू होता क्या है, इसके कितने एग्ज़ाम हैं और इसकी स्ट्रेटजीज़ क्या है, टिप्स क्या है हमारे पास कि एक इंटरव्यू सक्सेसफुल हो, यानी हम अच्छा परफॉर्म कैसे कर सकते हैं इंटरव्यू में, फर्स्ट इम्प्रेशन क्या होता है और उसके अफेक्ट क्या होते हैं. इंट्रोडक्शन. Interview is a vital component for hiring process. Of course, whenever you are going to apply for the job, interview is a vital component. Means it is very important. We cannot skip this step. Before applying for before applying for any job, we are well prepared, or we are aware that we are going to give an interview. What basically interview determines, होता क्यों है interview? It determines the applicant's skills, experience and personality. Now, what is the function of interview? The function of interview is to determine your skills. आपके talent को देखा जाए, आपके experience के बारे में हमें पता चले, आपकी personality कैसी है वो हमें जानना है. Because through communication, what is interview? It is just you are going to spend some time with the interviewer and he or she is going to ask some questions related to your job. इसमें हमें पता चलता है कि आपकी पर्सनालिटी कैसी है. हम एक जज करेंगे आपको उस. It could be of 30 minutes, 15 minutes, depends on the job. So what's the importance of the interview? Why we take interviews? It determines the applicant's skills, experience and personality. Now coming to the another point, there are different type of interviews according to the jobs. We do not have or we do not follow one same interview pattern for every job. It is just not possible. We have to go through different job interview or to different strategies or different types of interviews to fulfill the requirements. Alright, so for example, we have some examples here: behavior interviews, case interviews, group interviews, phone and video interviews, online interviews and many others. So basically क्या कहा गया है यहाँ पे कि एक किस्म के इंटरव्यू नहीं होते हैं हमारे पास, क्योंकि रिक्वायरमेंट को एक किस्म की इंटरव्यू फुलफिल ही नहीं कर सकती. हर जॉब दूसरे जॉब से मुख्तलिफ होती है, तो उसी जॉब को देखते हुए ही हम इंटरव्यू रखते हैं. बिहेवियर पर हमें कुछ एग्जांपल्स दी गई है. बिहेवियर इंटरव्यूज़, अब आप नाम से जज कर सकते हो. यू कैन ईजीली जज these interview through their names: behavior interviews, case interviews, group interviews, phone and video interviews. These days, due to COVID, it's very common phone and video interviews. आपको भी इस बात की नॉलेज होगी कि अब पैंडमिक है, एक वायरल बीमारी फैली हुई है, तो नाउ व्हाट पीपल आर प्रेफरिंग, उनकी प्रेफरेंस ये है कि ऑनलाइन इंटरव्यूज़ हो जाए. See, it is a COVID time, still we cannot skip the interviews, still it is very important. So we have different options. हम इंटरव्यू को छोड़ ही नहीं सकते, क्योंकि if you go back to the first point that it is a vital component for hiring process. अगर आपको हम कहीं हायर करेंगे for your job, तो ये बहुत ही ज़रूरी है. It is very necessary or important. We cannot skip it. Online interviews, we have many types of interviews. Let's discuss these one by one. Behavior interviews. Now, if you see the term behavior, what it is about, it is going to tell us about your behavior. It is going to tell us about your attitude, your personality. that what kind of person you are. Let's read it. Interviews use behavior based interviews to know about the personality trait. As I told you, what it is based on? It is based on the personality trait. By trait, I have just mentioned characteristics. That we are going to see your characteristics, that what kind of personality you have. You are aggressive, whether you are aggressive, whether you are smart, you are what kind of you have a good communication skill. Behavior interviews में हम क्या देखते हैं? आपकी personality को excuse me, आपकी पर्सनालिटी को हम देखते हैं कि किस तरह की पर्सनालिटी है आपके पास, क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है आपके अंदर, आपकी एटीट्यूड, आपका एटीट्यूड किस तरह का है. Attitude of the candidate can be detected through such type of interview. So very simple that your attitude will be detected in the behavioral interviews. We can get to know about person through their past job experience and can get an idea about how person will react in any situation at new job. हम इससे क्या अंदाज़ा लगाते हैं कि आपकी पर्सनालिटी को देख के कि आप इस जॉब के में कैसे, कोई भी आपको टास्क मिलेगा या कोई भी सिचुएशन होगी तो आप उसमें रिएक्ट कैसे करोगे. So इसमें basically what I mean when I say that we are going to see your attitude, we are going to see your personality. Why? क्यों हम आपके एटीट्यूड और पर्सनालिटी को देखेंगे? ताकि हम जज कर सके कि आप डिफरेंट सिचुएशंस में किस तरह रिएक्ट करोगे, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पर्सन यू आर. In this type of job interview, detailed answers are required. Now you see, you are going to give detailed answer. Yes and no करके आपको आंसर नहीं देना, क्योंकि डिटेल्ड आंसर से ही हम पता लगा सकते हैं या हम जज कर सकते हैं कि ये बंदा किस सिचुएशन में कैसे रिएक्ट करेगा. I hope this point is clear to you all. Questions about previous experience are asked from candidate. Now why we are concerned about the previous experience? Because through previous experience we can analyze, we can predict about the future actions कि previously यहाँ पे इसने इतना इस तरह अच्छा काम किया, इस सिचुएशन को इसने इतने अच्छे से हैंडल की या नहीं की, तो इस जॉब में वो ऐसा करेगा. So for such jobs we take behavioral interviews. Let's coming to the next type, case interview. Now if you again focus on the name of the interview, case interview. Interviews in which the interviewer giving the candidate a job related scenario and asking to manage the situation is called case interview. In such type of interview, what the interviewer do, he will give you any hypothetical situation. Hypothetical situation क्या होती है? कोई भी आपको situation दे दी जाएगी कि अगर कोई फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल लोन नहीं देगा तो फिर उस कैसे आप करोगे. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल अगर एक बच्चा मिसबिहेव करेगा, कोई स्टूडेंट, तो आप उसको कैसे हैंडल करोगे. ये मोस्टली जो है ये क्राइम और मैनेजमेंट वाले डिपार्टमेंट्स में ये केस इंटरव्यूज़ होता है. अगर एक क्रिमिनल ने किसी को मार दिया है फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, जस्ट सपोज, तो आप उस केस को किस तरह आगे लेकर जाओगे, व्हाट विल बी योर स्ट्रैटेजीज़, आप ग्रुप में कैसे काम करोगे. तो ऐसा कोई भी सिनेरियो जो है दिया जाता है और देखा जाता है. एनालिटिकल आपकी जो एबिलिटी है एनालाइज करने की चीज़ों को, द एनालिटिकल एबिलिटी विल बी चेक्ड इन सच काइंड ऑफ इंटरव्यू नोन एज केस इंटरव्यू. In this case interview, you are going to related scenario will be given and they will ask how will you handle this problem, how will you solve this any the situation, hypothetical situation will be given to you and they will ask that what will be your strategies. Okay, management consulting and investment and executive positions are required the applicants to show off analytical ability and problem solving skills. In this they are present to see that what are your analytic ability, कि आप एनालाइज करने की एबिलिटी है आप में, यानी आप में काबिलियत है किसी केस को सॉल्व करने की. लाइक इट्स वेरी इजी टू रीड बुक्स, राइट. आप बिल्कुल बहुत अच्छे ग्रेड से पास हो सकते हैं, आप रट्टा लगा सकते हैं, इट्स वेरी सिंपल. ओके, आपके ग्रेड्स आ गए हैं, लेकिन रियल सिचुएशंस में आप कैसे हो वो एनालाइज करना, यहाँ वो एनालाइज किया जाता है इस टाइप की इंटरव्यूज़ में. दैट ओके, यू हैव डन your studies, you have got all the A grades, but are you good enough to handle the situation in reality? क्या एक रियल सिचुएशन में वाकई आप में इतनी काबिलियत है या नहीं है? इस टाइप के इंटरव्यूज़ को हम क्या कहते हैं? केस इंटरव्यू. आई एम डूइंग दिस एक्सप्लेनेशन फॉर यू ऑल because I think I feel that it is very necessary for my students. Like translation is must. I just feel this, therefore I am also translating it in Urdu and as well as in English for you people. Let's come to the another competency based interviews. Now if again I would like you all to focus on the name competency. आप कितने competent है, how much knowledge do you have related to your subject or whatsoever, or about the job, और आपके कोई भी जो भी डिपार्टमेंट है उसमें आपकी नॉलेज को देखा जाता है, whether आप do you contain enough knowledge to handle the things or not. In such interviews sorry, the interviewer will ask questions that will help them to determine if a person has the knowledge and skills required for the specific job. Now such kind of interview will do, they will determine your knowledge and skills कि कोई ख़ास मखसूस जॉब है उसमें आपकी नॉलेज है, काबिलियत आप रखते हो या नहीं. आपके लाइक फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल अगर कोई टीचिंग में जाता है तो उसके सब्जेक्ट के रिलेटेड उससे क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे, वेदर आपके पास नॉलेज है या नहीं है. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल आप कोई जज या लॉयर के सीट्स पे जाते हो तो वो आपसे यही पूछेंगे कि लॉज के बारे में पूछे कि आपको नॉलेज है, यहाँ बैठोगे तो अगर नॉलेज ही नहीं होगा, आप स्मार्ट होंगे या बहुत अच्छे होंगे, बट नथिंग कैन कम्पीट द नॉलेज. नॉलेज इज़ मस्ट. तो कॉम्पिटेंसी बेस्ड इंटरव्यूज़ क्या होते हैं, वो नॉलेज और स्किल्स पे ज़्यादा फोकस्ड रहते हैं. स्किल्स टैलेंट पे, आप कितने टैलेंटेड हो, आपके अंदर काबिलियत क्या है. नॉलेज आपका इल्म रखते हैं या नहीं रखते, चीज़ों को पहचानते हैं या नहीं पहचानते. आई होप दिस types of all the types of interviews are clear to you. Now let's start that what to do before going on a job interview. How can we prepare ourselves for any job interview? Search about job and organization. The first step is that you are going to search about the job, that what basically the job is about. Now there are different types of jobs, right? Maybe it's a teaching job, maybe it's an army job, maybe it's any civilian job. Maybe it's a banking job. सबसे पहले आपको देखना है कि जॉब है किस चीज़ की, आपको बुलाया किस चीज़ के लिए जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि वो क्लर्क का जॉब और आप अप्लाई करके चले जाओ. नो, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू सी कि किस चीज़ के लिए है जॉब, सीट क्या है, वैकेंसी किस चीज़ के लिए है, क्या वो इज़ इट suitable for you or not. Then organization, कोई fraud organization नहीं हो, कोई गलत organization ना हो. You have to see whether it is an authentic organization, reputed organization or not. All right, it will help you in the interview preparation. Now if you are aware of the vacancy, for instance एक teaching vacancy है, then you are going to search about the organization, कोई अच्छा school है या अच्छा college है. So what it will do, it will boost your confidence. It will tell you कि आपको किस तरह प्रिपेयर होना चाहिए. एक आपका mentally आपको प्रिपेयर कर देगा एक चीज़ के लिए. Okay, that you'll be mentally prepared that okay, I'm going for this vacancy and this organization. You will get an idea, or you will have good information about the organization. You will learn about an organization and its culture. Why am I asking you, or why the writer is asking you to learn about the organization? Because by learning organization, it will let you know that whether the environment, whether the ambience, mahal, is according to you or not, whether the people are according to you or not, the culture मे बी वो कोई अमेरिकन कल्चर को फॉलो करते हो एंड मे बी यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल इन सच टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स, और उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट पे आप उतर नहीं रहे हो, तो ऑफकोर्स यू विल नेवर एवर डू दैट जॉब. सो इट इज़ मस्ट, इट इज़ वेरी नेसेसरी टू नो अबाउट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. इसीलिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्यों ज़रूरी है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को जानना, ताकि एक तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कोई फ्रॉड वगैरह ना हो, दूसरा कि आप उस माहौल में एडजस्ट हो सकते हैं या नहीं. ठीक है. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल एक फ़ीमेल है और वो मेल्स को नहीं पढ़ाना चाहती, तो अगर वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे और वैकेंसी आई है किसी मेल उसमें, तो मे बी शी इज़ नॉट कंफर्टेबल, तो अगर कंफर्टेबल नहीं है, सो शी विल नॉट अप्लाई देयर. कंफर्ट को देखना है कि वहाँ पे दोनों जेंडर है या कोई एक जेंडर है या प्रेफरेंस किसी को मिल रही है, ताकि वो कंफर्टेबल रहे. नाउ लेट्स get to know about the first impression, that what is basically first impression. Just a minute. Okay. First impression, it takes less than a second for your brain to decide if you like or not that the other person you are meeting. It is not basically for you, this point is basically for the interviewer. But ये point हमें ये समझाना चाह रहा है कि इंसान के दिमाग को कुछ सेकंड से भी कम टाइम लगता है ये बताने में कि वो जो दूसरे इंसान को देख रहे हैं क्या वो उसे पसंद आ रहा है या नहीं. इट मीन्स it takes less than a second for the interviewer to like or dislike you. Understood? Therefore, it is very important to make brilliant first impression. Therefore, इसीलिए हम कहते हैं कि first impression जो है आपको brilliant बनाना है. You have to make an amazing impression on the other person or the interviewer. How? Let's discuss this. किस तरह हम बहुत अच्छा impression बना सकते हैं किसी भी दूसरे शख्स के लिए. Who is this दूसरा शख्स? The interviewer, of course. The first thing is our clothes and how we perceive ourselves bear a great impact on our confidence. सबसे पहले हमें अपने कपड़ों पे ध्यान देना चाहिए. ठीक है कि हमने अच्छे कपड़े पहने हो इंटरव्यू के दौरान जब हम जा रहे हो. We should wear neat and clean dress. We should not overdress ourselves. हम इस तरह ना जाएं जैसे किसी शादी पे आप जा रहे हो या you are going to any party or this thing. No. You should go according to your job interview. You should dress up like you are going for a job interview. You should not overdress yourself. And you should perceive yourself with confidence. आप ढीले डाले ना रहें. You should go with confidence. You should greet them. आप एक अच्छे अंदाज से मिलें. ठीक है. इससे क्या आएगा आपकी कॉन्फिडेंस पे अफेक्ट आएगा. दिस इज़ वेरी कॉमन दैट व्हेन एवर यू आर नीट और व्हेन एवर यू आर वेयरिंग गुड क्लॉथ्स ऑटोमेटिकली एक कॉन्फिडेंस आता है. इज़न्ट इट? जब भी हम अच्छे से तैयार होते हैं हमें पता है कि हम अच्छे लग रहे हैं तो हमारे अंदर एक कॉन्फिडेंस होता है. ओके. Let's see. Right outfit according to your personality. Don't be in trends. Now what it is, this point is basically trying to tell us that dress according to your personality. Do what suits you. वो कपड़े पहने जो आपको सूट करता है. ये नहीं कि फैशन के लिए आपने कुछ भी पहन लिया and वो आपको सूट ही नहीं करता. It does not suit you, so of course you're not going to look good. So it will ruin the first impression. तो आपको किस तरह करना है जो चीज़ आप पे सूट करे. ये नहीं कि मुझे ट्रेंडी लुक देना है. I have to be in fashion now. If you see these days, orange, neon, all these colors are very in. But how you would not look good if you are going to wear such bright colors in the interview. Go with decent colors. ठीक है. Yeah, if you're going to the party, if you're going to some function, you can wear these bright colors or some fancy dresses. But if you're going to some interview, you should dress up formally. आपको formal होके जाना होता है. You're not going to make yourself a cake. For example, लड़कियां बहुत सारा मेकअप करके जाना and all this. No. ड्रेसिंग कोड इज़ स्पेसिफिकली कि कहाँ किस तरह तैयार होना है और कहाँ किस तरह के कपड़े पहनने हैं. दिस इज़ वेरी बेसिक कि आपको पता होना चाहिए. दिस इज़ वेरी बेसिक और व्हाट कैन आई से, दिस इज़ समथिंग known to all. Okay, let's see. Don't make fashion on you. Now, what this point is saying, that don't look silly, that you're going to wear something which is not according to the scenario which is not according to the platform. You should not, on the name of fashion, you cannot wear anything, especially when you are in your job interview. आप फैशन के नाम पे कुछ भी पहन के नहीं जा सकते, स्पेशली अपने जॉब इंटरव्यूज़ में आपको सही आउटफिट्स पहनने हैं। बेशक वो ब्रांड हाईली बहुत एक्सपेंसिव भी ना हो, बहुत किसी बड़े ब्रांड के भी ना हो, इट्स ओके। ऑल यू हैव टू डू, look neat and wear that outfit which suits your personality. Okay, dress smartly, avoid overdressing. For example, don't be untidy, cheap, disrespectful and clumsy. ऐसा कुछ मत पहने कि दूसरा बंदा आपको देख के ऑड हो जाए, that what is he wearing. Don't despite disrespectful, it's not like don't take the literal meaning of disrespectful. It's just like that if you are not wearing something good, if you're in the name of fashion, you're wearing those untidy jeans or something like that, which will make other person uncomfortable. This is something, it counts in a disrespectful manner. Okay, so wear the correct or right outfit according to your personality. I hope these points are clear. Interviewer and you. Now let's see. Interviews are nerve-wracking no matter what. It means that every interview is difficult, no matter how smart you are. It does not matter. They are sitting there, so they are very well prepared. They know what questions should ask. Okay, they know what to ask. They basically know what to ask. So it does not matter how smart you are, you cannot trick them. You are essentially submitting yourself to be judged in half hour by strangers. ये आपकी अपनी मर्जी से आपने किया है। मर्जी से means you are aware that they are going to judge you in the half hour. This is what basically an interview is. You are already aware of, so you don't need to panic that oh my god, they cannot judge me in half hour, it is not possible. No, you are essentially submitted yourself. You have essentially submitted yourself to be judged by the strangers. So when you are aware that you have done this thing, so you have to act accordingly. Understood? अब आपको पता है इंटरव्यू होना है, मुझे इसी आधे घंटे में जज किया जाएगा, तो क्या करना है आपको, उसी के अकॉर्डिंग आपको प्रिपेयर रहना है. Interviewer won't be anxious to control your financial future. Interviewer are not scared. They have no sympathy कि मुझे किसी to make someone's financial future or to take care of someone. No, they are sitting there to judge you. They are sitting there for their profession. ठीक है, वो आपको उनको कोई फ़िक्र नहीं होती कि आपके जो है करियर आपका करियर ख़राब हो जाएगा या आपको फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस में प्रॉब्लम. नो, they are not concerned about all these. What they are concerned about, to get the best candidate. So be like that. They already know all your academic achievements through your CV. Of course, they have called you, okay? They have shortlisted you. Shortlisted means जितने लोगों ने apply किया हुआ उनमें से कुछ मखसूस लोगों को बुलाया गया है. So of course they already know about you. How they know about you? By your curriculum vitae. आपके जो आपने CV जमा कराई है उससे उनको सब पता है कि what were your academic achievements, what were your grades, which subjects you were having, what are your hobbies, right? So they already know about you. Now, the aim of interview is to fulfill the gaps and assess if you are good fitter. अब इंटरव्यू ये लिया जा रहा है कि अच्छा CV तो बड़ी अच्छी है, पढ़ाई बहुत अच्छी की है, लेकिन क्या जो हम देखना चाह रहे हैं वो भी मौजूद है इस पे या नहीं. बातें करने से बहुत कुछ पता चलता है, right? When we communicate, we just give them the reflection of our personality. That how smart I am, how good my communication skills are, what knowledge do I have. जब आप इंटरव्यू में जाते हैं, these we going to clear the gaps. वो gaps means वो चीज़ें जो हमें CV के थ्रू नहीं पता चल सकती. तो हम आपको इंटरव्यू में इसीलिए बुलाते हैं ताकि जो gaps हैं, तो जो तशख़ीस है उसको हमें पता चले कि कौन इन सब में से कौन बेस्ट है. I hope this point is clear too. So what interview is? It just fulfill the gaps. Okay, you have to make them believe that you are smart and high functioning. So आपने इंटरव्यू में क्या बताना है, what you are going to tell them in the interview, what you are going to, how you are going to make this impression on them that you are smart. What is smart? That you know things very well, you know how to handle things, and you are high functioning means you are energetic, you are active, you are not a lazy person. This is what you want, you have to, this is what you have to make them believe on. Okay, first 5 minutes are highly important. Try to perform best. जो पहले के 5 मिनट्स होते हैं उसमें जो है आपका फर्स्ट इम्प्रेशन, मतलब जो है उस फर्स्ट 5 मिनट्स में वो जज कर लेते हैं कौन सा बंदा कितना अच्छा और कॉन्फिडेंट है, किसके पास कितनी नॉलेज है. सो ट्राई टू गिव योर बेस्ट इन दोज 5 मिनट्स. You should give best after those 5 minutes, but the 5 minutes are really are just highly important. 5 minutes are highly important for your performance, because in these 5 minutes you are going to be judged that how active you are, what are your strong points or weak points. So we can judge in those 5 minutes. Plan your opening interview. It will build your confidence for the rest of your interview. Now, before going to the interview, you have to practice. You have to go through the practice that how I will do my opening, because it's very common in many cases we just ask introduce yourself. This portion, of course, we already know who is he or who is she through their CVs. So all we have to do, we have the introduction section is about to see you're confident, to see how you speak, right? Therefore, opening interview is very important. You should plan your interview, that how I am going to give an opening, how it would be changed from others, how can I make it more attractive, how can I make it more energetic. So planning of opening interview is must or necessary. Again, interviewer and you, go prepared. Never ever, don't go unprepared ever. You should go prepared. You should go with all the knowledge you are having. For example, course work में आपने जितनी पढ़ाई की है, you should go through that. Okay, you should prepare yourself well, that how I'm going to do an opening, how I'm going to tell things about myself, how confident I'm going to, and the preparation will just help you a lot. Use a firm handshake, smile, make eye contact, and sit tall. Now it is all about your body language कि आपकी body language कैसी होनी चाहिए. जो हैंडशेक करते हो बहुत स्लाइटली और लाइटली से नहीं करना, क्योंकि वो जो है लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस शो करता है. यू शुड गो फॉर अ फर्म हैंडशेक. अब इतना सख्त भी नहीं करना कि दूसरा बंदा कहे व्हाट इज़ रॉन्ग विद हिम. Go with a firm handshake. Smile. You have to, don't look very stressed, don't look very confused. Smiling means you are confident. And make eye contact and sit tall. Whenever they're asking questions and when you are answering, you should make an eye contact. Eye contact makes them feel that you are confident enough. You are prepared, and it will give a very good impression. Be present in the moment and listen properly. It's very important. If you are, I think this advice is for your whole life, that you have to be a great listener. You can answer well when you listen well. जब आप सही से सुनोगे तब ही आप सही से जवाब दे सकते हो. Be energetic. ऐसे नहीं that okay, whenever you give answer you have to be very energetic. आपको एक एनर्जी के साथ बोलनी है. आप लेज़ी शो करोगे, आप अनइंटरेस्टेड लगोगे, तो वो भी अनइंटरेस्टेड हो जाएंगे. इफ़ यू आर एक्साइटेड अबाउट द पोजीशन, द इंटरव्यूअर will get excited about you. That it's two-way traffic basically, that if you are excited, the interviewer will be excited too. यही है ना कि अगर इसको नहीं है इंटरेस्ट तो मैं क्यों इसको रखूँ. हाँ, उस एनर्जेटिक है, उसमें इंटरेस्ट है, तो they will prefer you. Okay, so you have to be present in the moment. ये नहीं कि आपको जो है mentally present रहना है, mentally वो क्या बोल रहे हैं आपको सुनना है और according उसके जवाब देना है. You have to answer according to the situation. You have to listen carefully in order to answer properly. You have to stay energetic and you have to stay excited about the position. and you have to go prepared. Starting off interviews. Most interviews start the same way, some small talk and banter. Now, almost, I cannot say almost, but most interviews start the same point. यानी काफ़ी इंटरव्यूज़ एक ही तरीके से हम शुरू करते हैं कि सबसे पहला पॉइंट हमारा ये तो इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ, ताकि दूसरा बंदा भी थोड़ा रिलैक्स फील करे. ठीक है, दिस अ स्मॉल टॉक और बैंटर, कोई जोक समथिंग, हम ऐसे कोई स्लाइट बात करते हैं. ठीक है, टेंशन वाली कोई बात नहीं करते, ताकि इन्वायरमेंट बन जाए और जो इंटरव्यू देने आए वो भी रिलैक्स फील कर सके. Okay, so the most interview starts in the same way, like small talk and banter. For example, tell me about yourself. Open-ended question. What are basically open-ended question? In open-ended question, you have a freedom to speak well, to give detailed answer. Open-ended question क्या होते हैं जिसमें detailed answer आप दे सकते हो. Okay, in which you can give a detailed answer, or you can tell about yourself in a very good manner. You're not going to go with yes or no options only. Okay, you can support yourself that why you are perfect for this job. Now, in open-ended question, I told you have a freedom to talk well, or to speak well, or to give complete introduction, or to complete idea of yours. So in this you get a chance, or in this you get an opportunity that why this job is perfect, or why you are perfect for this job. Understood? So this will give you another good point. Tackle the elephant in room. What does it mean? It means be smart, be confident enough, because you have to tackle an elephant in the room. आपको इस तरह आपको कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, आपको कॉन्फिडेंट रहना है, ताकि आप एलिफेंट इज़ एक्चुअली अ मेटाफोरिकली इंटरव्यूअर को कहा गया है, that you have to tackle them, you have to be smart, you have to go prepared, you have to be confident, you should have all the preparation, you should have done a mock interviews and all that, so you could, or you can handle the interviewer very well. Some specific questions. Interviewers already have decided the questions related to the job in order to check your ability. Okay, interviewer has all those questions which can check your ability, through which he can judge you very well. Okay, so they already have decided questions, so they can get an excellent candidate or suitable candidate for the job. Why do they have all the questions? Why they have already decided the questions? ताकि उन क्वेश्चन से वो आपकी काबिलियत देख सके और उनको एक बेहतरीन कैंडिडेट अपने जॉब के लिए मिल सके. इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल. You have to answer such type of question in order to get fit in the job. Now, these are basically job specific questions, are the beginning questions. शुरू के जो questions होते हैं वो होते हैं. So you have to answer those questions very nicely in order to get fit in the job. So means you cannot skip these questions. You should be prepared well, or prepared enough to answer the specific questions. Make a mindset to achieve the goals. Now, whenever you're going for the interview, you should make a mindset, or whenever you are in a job, you should make a mindset that you are going to achieve your goals. No matter how hard work you are going to perform, you have to be confident. You have to make a mindset to achieve your goals. आपको ये जहन में रखना है कि मुझे अपने goals achieve करने हैं. I have to become a winner, not a loser. मुझे विनर बन के निकलना है. मुझे जितनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ दी जाएगी मैं उनको करूँगा. ये नहीं कि मैं लेज़ी हो जाऊँ या फिर मैं कामचोर हो जाऊँ. No, I am not going to do anything like that. Respond effectively. As I told you, respond effectively is just like stay energetic. It is always important to be prepared to respond effectively to the question that employers typically ask. So what is it? It is basically saying that you have to be prepared. किस चीज़ के लिए प्रिपेयर होना है ताकि आप रिस्पॉन्ड अच्छे से रिस्पॉन्ड कर सको. You're going to answer well, which employers will ask you. Common questions are asked. The interviewers will expect you to be able to answer them smoothly and without hesitation. Now, there are different categories of question. They have some very कॉमन क्वेश्चंस एंड दे एक्सपेक्ट यू नॉट टू गो. अगर आप शुरू में ही घबरा जाते हो और जो कॉमन क्वेश्चंस हैं उन्हीं में घबरा जाते हो तो वो आपसे क्या एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे. लेकिन अगर आप शुरू के क्वेश्चन बहुत स्मूथली और हेजिटेशन के बगैर दोगे, सो फर्स्ट इम्प्रेशन अगेन आपका अच्छा जाएगा. इट विल गिव अ गुड इम्प्रेशन दैट यू आर वेल प्रिपेयर, यू हैव डन प्रिपरेशन. ओके, सो you should be prepared to answer the common questions very well without any hesitation. You don't need to memorize your answers, but answer naturally. Yeah, now memorizing and preparing are two different things. You're not supposed to get confused. आपको रट्टा नहीं मारना. हाँ, prepare होके जाना है. You have to go through you have to do practice, you have to go through your subject. आपको आइडिया होगा ना जिस जॉब के लिए आपने अप्लाई किया वहाँ किस तरह के क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे. आपको प्रिपेयर जाना है लेकिन रट्टा नहीं लगाना. बिकॉज वेन एवर यू गो विद memorized answer, it just leaves a very bad impression. So you try to talk naturally, try to answer naturally. But go prepare in advance. This is just the point I explained you right now. Don't memorize, but go prepared in advance. You should go prepare. You should be confident. You are wearing good clothes. You're having good knowledge. You have prepared well. You have done a lot of practice. You know about some important points like eye contact, smile, your body language. So you have to follow all these steps. Rehearsing is one of the best ways to prepare. Yes, you have to rehearse. आपको rehearsal बहुत करनी है. For example, you must have heard from the teachers कि आईने के सामने आप rehearse खुद से जो है आप प्रैक्टिस करो या किसी घर वाले बंदे से कहें कि वो आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछे और आप करो. It depends on you that what kind of rehearsal you are going to perform, you are going to do or you're going to follow. So it is saying that rehearsing is one of the best ways to prepare. Whenever you are preparing, do a lot of rehearsal before going to the interview. What interview is best way for preparation? Mock interview is an artificial interview. For example, if maybe you can ask your friend to take an interview, maybe you can ask your sister, your brother to take your interview. What will it do? It will just boost your confidence. It will reduce your stress. It will improve your communication skills. मॉक इंटरव्यू आर्टिफिशियल इंटरव्यूज़ जो आप खुद अरेंज करते हो ताकि आपकी प्रैक्टिस अच्छी हो जाए. इससे क्या होगा? स्ट्रेस लेवल कम होगा, कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ेगा, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स अच्छी हो जाएंगी आपकी. If you act on these suggestions and strategies, you can be a high flyer. What does it mean? That if you are going to follow all these steps, all these recommendations, you can give a perfect in an interview. You are going to give a successful interview. This is it, students. If you have any question related to today's topic, you can put it in the chat box. I am waiting for you people. Okay, Jazakallah khair. Allah Hafiz. Have a blessed day.